Hello there. I'll be going over a 123 run here. And I'll go over a bit more details about the team when, this is actually working.
Here we go. I know my course.
But we're going to be dropping in Magda and Dalyn. Waiting a bit. Morrigan. Dalyn will very soon give us the cost for Boreas. Boreas. Drop in our Beelzebub, which will give invigoration to one of our two damage dealers. Pop all three of our ultimates here. And finally, Elowyn will give invigoration to our second damage dealer. We're then going to drop in our Anora.
My hero.
And we are going to use Anora's ultimate and Elowyn's ultimate. Elowyn just to keep these two alive in order to make sure that that initial wave just dies. On the right side, we're going to drop in our Artemis and place our Aeris down here at the bottom. We'll pop Beelzebub, Boreas, and Aeris to clear out this wave of Scourges. Drop in our Wood Elf so Boreas does not die. These two Scourges on the right are an inconvenience, but that's okay. They will get wiped out soon enough. As this entire wave comes in,
The more death, the more fun.
let them walk in a little bit more.
The more death.
Pop our Magda ultimate, knock them off the wall a bit, and gain some time. Forsaken Totem is coming up, so we're going to pop our Artemis ultimate to apply anti-healing to the right here. And to the center. Pop Beelzebub, Boreas, Aeris, and Anora to clear out this wave. Beelzebub usually tends to group them up in the middle, so Aeris gets good coverage with his AoE damage. Since he is restricted to a single lane. Drop a Wood Elf over here. And pop Elowyn right before the Wood Elf expires. Forsaken Totem coming in, so we're going to pop our Artemis again. And apply anti-heal to all those Scourges until the ultimates are up and we're ready to go to town on them. And more importantly, we want these guys to start walking in a bit. So we'll be popping Beelzebub, Boreas, Magda, and Aeris once more to try to clear out as much of this as we can. Anora ultimate. Elowyn ultimate. Just in time. As Elowyn ultimate approaches its end, we're going to drop in a Wood Elf. As soon as we can, we will use Artemis's ultimate. There's a Forsaken Totem coming again. And Boreas, don't die on me. Pop Beelzebub. Boreas. Aeris, Morrigan's dead, that's not good. Elowyn ultimate. Magda.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Drop a Wood Elf. Anora. Artemis ultimate going in. Beelzebub, Aeris, Boreas.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Finally have our Morrigan back, which we'll cover with a Wood Elf. She should help significantly on the end here. I'm gonna wait until the wall breaks to pop our Magda. Okay, now is the time where we pop our Magda, knock them back and try to get a little bit more time here. Aeris is going to go down. I'm gonna pop our Beelzebub to drag everyone in. Anora, Artemis, Boreas.
Mother's blessings upon
Dropping a Wood Elf here to heal our Magda. Okay, everyone's back on the center lane. Oh no. Get out of here. Don't do that to me. Alright. This is sketchy as hell. But you can make it work with Aeris. My initial clear was with Ymerit and it was much more stable. I did want to try to somewhat make the run more approachable. Holy sh... That was close. There's a lot of RNG involved here. There is RNG with the Scourges and Elowyn's healing. There is RNG with where exactly the Forsaken Totem goes. And all in all, it's... yeah. I mean, we did have a death. If Morrigan had not died, that would have been a lot more comfortable clear-wise. But she did. And that is something that might happen. I really wish I had looked at the damage report, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So, let me go over gear. Morrigan has Soulbound Arcana, Wicked Vengeance, and a Tear of Twilight. It maybe, if you have her exclusive maxed, that's worthwhile. I don't know. Magda's running Soulbound Arcana, Wicked Vengeance, and an Eye of Sin. Magda is also not fully skilled. She would probably be much better here if she was fully skilled, but hey. Artemis is running Soulbound Arcana, Warlord, and a Golden Scarab. Beelzebub is running Invigoration, Warlord, and Samsara, mostly because we really want to cycle that ultimate as much as possible. Anora is running Infernal Roar, Wicked Vengeance, and a Tear of Twilight. Cyrus is running... It doesn't really matter, he really only tanks at the end. Just give him some tank gear, honestly. You might actually be able to... You know what? You might be able to make this significantly better if you just gear him out and really take the Invigoration or Wings of Grace. And before placing your Artemis here on the right side, you wait a bit, recall Dalyn, place Cyrus facing Aeris to give him an Invigoration buff, recall Cyrus, and then place your Artemis. An optimization that I did not think of when I was doing this. Boreas is running Soulbound Arcana, Wicked Vengeance, and a Tear of Twilight. Elowyn is running Invigoration, Light's Grace, and a Golden Scarab. Aeris is running Wicked Vengeance and Soulbound Arcana with a Frigid Flame. And finally, Dalyn over here is just running 3 pieces of Wings of Grace. Their stats don't matter. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the stage 23 clear. And just 2 things, right? You can probably drop Anora and replace her with Vierna if you have Vierna. And you can definitely drop Aeris and replace him with Ymerit if you have Ymerit. As for the others, I don't think you can really replace them easily. Maybe you can replace Cyrus by Venema, but if you do that, that means you don't have a blocker. Which it's still possible. It's just much less likely that you're basically losing your plan B of stalling once the wall collapses. But that's it for me on 123 for now. Obviously, this works on 122 much easier. And I'll look into more approachable clears or different clears for 22 and potentially 23 as I have more time. I did look into 24, but even with Ymerit, I just can't get Morrigan and Boreas to survive. I'm not sure what I would need. Potentially the answer is better awakenings, and to be able to drop some damage on both of their gear and use some HP. I am not entirely sure at this time. But cheers, and you have a nice one.